everybody, and welcome to episode 111 of 55 and 5, the only show on YouTube that's going through the entire 1955 Parkhurst Wrestling trading card set, and the only one where you'll find a 220-pound man stuffed into a 180-pound man's shirt. I'm Ian Riccaboni with Cary Silkin. That is me. And our good friend AJ, our producer from Bisson Creative and Web Design. Cary, we've taken a little bit of a break. We got a fun one today. Again, it continues the trend of lesser-known wrestlers that are that have the nicest photos or depictions in the set. I have my notes on my phone today, so I'm not being rude. I'm just going to take a look at that. I'm going to set the timer here. And this is a 5-minute history lesson on this man. This one might be a tougher one today, Cary, and these are not intended to stump or to make light of Cary. It's just a fun exercise to see what Cary might know about Jack Bence. Bupkis. Okay, yeah, I didn't know much. I didn't know anything about him either.
It doesn't even ring any. If you're going to tell me this guy had like a 40-year career.
No, it's not one of those, but
it doesn't ring any bells. Sorry.
The baloney alarm is high on this one. On the back of the card, it says he's huge in his home state of Florida, which is not true. Jack Bence did move to Florida. I can confirm that's correct. He was from Massachusetts, but he didn't wrestle in Florida until 1961. So this card came out in 1955. They were prepared in 54. That's obviously not true, but it's a shame because he has some interesting accomplishments. He was one of the first Americans after World War II to wrestle in Australia.
Okay.
It's pretty neat. One of the first Americans to wrestle in New Zealand, one of the first Americans to wrestle in South Africa, and had extensive tours of England and continental Europe, which is pretty cool. He really was an opening match guy, though, for the later parts of his career. Wrestled a lot of interesting names in England, but in Florida, where he'd ended up in his later career, he was an opening match guy against Dusty Rhodes, against Mike Graham, against Steve Kern.
What year did he last?
Yeah.
What, like 70s?
He wrestled until like 52 to 78.
Wow.
Probably before 52, but that's the first result that they have for him on Cage Match. So,
well, if I was a championship wrestling from Florida expert,
right,
then I might have seen him as a perennial jobber.
Right.
But, I did not know anything about Jack Bence.
Yeah, his big rivalry was in Austria against Horst Hoffman.
Oh, we know Horst Hoffman.
Horst Hoffman, who is very famously...
Not a horse.
Yeah, not Horst. Horst. Like Jeremy Horst, the former major leaguer. Very famously was intended to face Bruno Sammartino, at least in the early ads for the Muhammad Ali card, right? The Ali Inoki card? But it turned out to be Stan Hansen.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Because that was part of the
closed circuit.
Stan Hansen Bruno feud was a draw.
Right. And
maybe even in the New York area, probably better than the Ali one.
Yeah. So Horst Hoffman, what could have been?
I didn't know about Horst Hoffman.
Yeah, he was came through. He would wrestle time and again for the WWF. But interesting to note, Jack Bence, his nickname was Texas Jack Bence, while he was wrestling in Vancouver, stating he was from Florida.
Okay.
So Texas, he was the rough and tough kind of villain. He would win his opening matches around the time this card was made, but shortly thereafter, long career. Shortly after that, when he comes back from Europe, he's an opening match guy that loses quite a bit.
Well, they gave him a nice card.
They did. If you're Jack Bence's family, you got something to be proud of. One of the first guys to go to Australia, New Zealand, South Africa from the U.S. And, very nice memento.
Card number 84, but it's card number 111.
Yeah, and I have an update. We thought there was only 121 cards, Cary. We have a bonus. There's one.
My man. The bonus shot. Come back.
And we're going to have the bonus shot because I thought we were 10 away when this concluded.
It's been like a 3-card Monty game. Right.
There's actually one more. There's one more than we thought. There's 122. Okay. So all this time, 110 episodes, we've been saying the 121 card Parker. Nope. 122. So we will continue on our journey. Tomorrow we're going to do episode 112, and there are some notable names coming up this week, Cary, so I think we're going to have some fun.
Okay, cool.
All right. Thank you so much for watching this episode of 55 & 5. I want to thank Bisson Creative and Web Design. I want to thank Captain Lou and Uncle Gunny, our spiritual advisors. Cary Silkin for being a willing participant in this exercise. We want to thank you for watching. I'm Ian Riccaboni. Happy wrestling, everybody.